Livingston Taylor Show. Back again. Okay, it's Tuesday. What's the date? 22nd today? September 22nd. You know, the weeks just keep rolling by, and oh, I'm so glad to be with all of you guys again. Love the Livingston Taylor Show. I've started doing some limited playing out and limited shows. I'll announce what I've got coming up in a little bit. But it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful to be back out there live. But I have to tell you, the Livingston Taylor Show and your presence here has been such a lifesaver for me. Gosh, it's been great just knowing that I'm going to visit with you every week. And now we got the theme song. Oh, I'm still early, sis, my producer. My producer. By the way, it's possible that my producer occasionally, I think, is a little bit bossy. A little bossy. But the alternative to being bossed, to being with a person, a producer, or a spouse, okay, occasionally they're one and the same, and them being a little bossy is them not being a little bossy. And that means that they are the ones that are keeping you from falling into a COVID disarray, where the difference between you and a mildly warm rock will be unbelievably slight. So God bless a bossy producer. Yeah, oh my.
Okay, you can go.
Okay, wait a second. My producer is telling me I can go, but I'm looking for a thumb pick, which I normally have on my finger. Would you, no, those are finger picks. Those are finger picks. I'm going to need a thumb pick. I got it. It's right here. It's right here. I'm sorry. Apparently today my producer reminds me that I'm actually a little disorganized today. Okay, here it comes. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he crashing in a car? Is he wrecking in a plane? Does he even understand that the devil loves the rain? Is he casually eccentric or actually insane? What stork brought that brain? It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor, it's the Livingston Taylor, it's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. So the year was 1963. I was 12 years old. I was on my bicycle, And I was riding through the campus of the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. And it was early September. Oh, I'm going to get to our sponsors in just a second. This is sort of a continuation of the intro. Anyhow, it was mid-September, and it was a hot summer evening. And this was pre-air conditioning, and the doors, the windows to Memorial Hall on the campus of the University of North Carolina were wide open. And the light was fading, and music was pouring out. And being a lithe lad, I ditched my bike and I snuck in to one of those open windows. And there on stage, a man was playing, an old man at this point. He was old and he was beat up, and he was playing, and at a certain point the curtain closed and I was backstage and able to watch and witness this. And as the curtain closed, this old man was so exhausted, he almost crumbled there on the stage, his fatigue painful. Then the curtain opened again, and the audience was going crazy. And he was instantly renewed with the energy of that audience. He was brought back to life. And this happened a couple of times, and finally he took a final encore, and his band went and got on the bus that was parked out back. And I waited, and being a presumptuous lad, I approached him with a piece of paper and a pencil, and I said, "Could I have your autograph?" And in his fatigue, he looked across at me. And he took my pencil and piece of paper and he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "My name is Livingston." And he wrote in beautiful handwriting, "Livingston, best wishes, Louis Armstrong." The moon threw a shadow on Mulberry Hill. They're welcome to leave, but nobody will. The moment was crystal, the evening was still, when those broad teeth took the stage. He taps at his side, a one and a two. It's high seas civilization is through. You've heard it before, but it all sounds brand new. This sound's gonna be the rage. Louis is blowing, Louis is blowing, Louis is blowing the world away. Now everyone's cool, 'cause they all been schooled in keeping emotion away. Then the band gets hot, the pressure valves pop, the cops on the spot, 'cause that non-stop band can play. Louis is blowing, Louis is blowing, Louis is blowing the world away. Louis is blowing the world away. Beep-a-deep-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo-wop. Oh my. Louis Armstrong, Louis Armstrong. Now, I've gotten a little behind because I got off on an irrelevant tangent from my youth. It's time for our beautiful, that's, no, that's birthdays. We'll be doing those in a minute, but here are our sponsors. Our sponsors today, and continuing on the voting theme that we've been pursuing the last few weeks. Our first is Students for Justice Vote.org. You put that all in, studentsforjusticevote.org. You put that in. This is an organization that was started in the COVID era. And it was started because what happened was that all these internships were canceled and delayed. So this organization does internships for students and allows them to make calls and to sponsor. And again, the Livingston Taylor Show is non-political. This show likes all candidates and admires all people who vote and get out and exercise their franchise. So studentsforjusticevote.org really is a wonderful lesson, civics sponsorship for deserving young people. So really worth our support. WMVY, Martha's Vineyard Public Supported Radio, a common sponsor of ours week after week, and always glad to have them along. Also a sponsor this week is the Mitsubishi Corporation. It's a large corporation, I know, and they make elevators and all sorts of things. But in particular, who's sponsoring us this week are Mitsubishi Mini Splits. Mini Splits are, you have a compressor outside, you have an evaporator inside. It's a way of cooling and heating air. And what heat pumps, a mini split is a heat pump. And what a heat pump can do, my producer is terrified that I'm going to go into a long ramble about molecular motion.
Yes,
And yes, she's worried. Move it along. Listen, I really want to have a discussion on molecular motion because I'm enormously excited about heating space, and particularly with winter coming on, using the concentration of molecular motion, which doesn't, of course, stop until around 550 odd degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. So anything above that, you've got molecular motion that can be concentrated and brought into your living room or bedroom and made to keep you nice and warm and comfortable. So it's a way of getting more energy out of a unit of electricity. Love that efficiency. Mitsubishi Mini Splits and Sheriff's Meadow Foundation. Sheriff's Meadow is a conservation organization here on Martha's Vineyard Island, and they keep some beautiful properties and trails to walk, and they keep nature preserved, and I guess that's a pretty worthy thing to do. So thanks to my sponsors this week. Excellent. Now, hold on. That was song one. Song two is for, I'll ask my producer, for Scott and Lisa, 24 years married today, this very day, Scott and Lisa. In 1936, there was a movie with Fred Astaire called Swing Time, and it had a song in it, written by Jerome Kern with lyrics by Dorothy Fields. All these people are good writers. Once again, I've said this a lot in my show, but you songwriters out there, I want you to study great songs. Study great songs, and this would be a good one to study because they say, someday when I'm awfully low and the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. My, but you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you just the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that smile that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change, keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Oh, that's Jerome Kern and Dorothy Fields. Forget about it. They're so good. All right, let's see. Other birthdays and anniversaries. Becky Grimm. Grimm?
Yeah, Becky Grimm.
Becky Grimm, September 18th. Happy birthday, Becky. Catherine Horn Bushkirk. Is it Bushkirk or Bushkirk? Bushkirk, okay. Kathy Horn Bushkirk, September 19th. Happy birthday. Liz Bryan Green. Liz Bryan Green, my producer's maybe oldest and best friend. Liz is the best, and it's her birthday coming up on the 23rd. And oh goodness, that's great. And Scott and Lisa, of course, we just separated. Separated. No, that's COVID thinking that gets us into that mindset. Not separated, together, 24 years today. What a nice anniversary. Eddie Ng. This is to speak of the passing of a fan of mine. I do a workshop. I do a songwriting performance, music business workshop. We're going to be doing this. I'll announce it plenty more times, and you can find it on my website. But Eddie Ng attended my last one, and he was a wonderful part of it. And he passed recently, and I just wanted to thank Eddie's spirit for contributing all that beauty and good, and to those who are aching around his loss, all condolences. Now, today on the Livingston Taylor Show, we have a special guest, a very special guest. There's only one person in the world who can be the sister of Hugh and James and myself, and that is our beautiful sister, Kate Taylor, who's our special guest. Katie!
Hello, people. Hello, people, friends of Liv. Hi, Livy.
Kate Taylor.
How's it going over there?
It's the Livingston Taylor Kate Taylor Show.
Hi, everybody. Happy
Keep them
Equinox.
entertained for one moment. I'm going to get my tuner.
Okay, today is the autumnal equinox, so that's
Oh, yes,
very,
I had forgotten about
that's
that.
very
And what
important.
does that represent? Do we know?
That is,
or are we just spouting scientific platitudes, or do we
the
know?
The summer solstice is the day, is the longest night, the longest day.
Yeah,
So the equinox would be an equal day and night. Our
2
time
days.
is halfway between the summer solstice and the winter solstice. And so it's a very important day. There's a lot of cosmic push and pull going on a day like today. And my daughter, my beautiful daughter, Aretha, is 5 days past the due date of her new little baby. And so I was just hoping that perhaps the autumnal equinox would bring her on. And so that's basically where I'm at today. I'm thinking about my beautiful daughter and my granddaughter to be. So that's where I'm at.
that's pretty darn exciting.
It's very big. I have another a fabulous announcement.
Yeah, keep dishing, sweetheart.
Which
Yeah,
is
keep
that
dishing.
2021 is the 50th anniversary of my first album, which was called Sister Kate. And
2021 is I had a song on that album. What? Sister Kate?
yeah.
Didn't come
had-
to my house this morning.
Yes, you
And the
did.
gentle-
Yes.
Yes. You don't remember, but I remember. It's emblazoned in my memories. It's one of the high points of my life.
Of course. Well, no, and I have sung that song recently. Actually, I love that song. People respond to it, of course, because it's a Livingston Taylor
Yes,
song.
Livingston Taylor song. Why shouldn't they? Yeah.
And but anyway, so that record was produced by Peter Asher, and it had an illustrious cast of characters playing on it, and songwriters who wrote for songs which I sang on it. And I am going right now, the 50th anniversary, I'm going to Los Angeles next week to sequester and then start recording a new record with Peter Asher.
Yay!
Yes, and we're going to have a lot of the same people that were on that record the first time playing on it. Russ Kunkel, Lee Sklar, Danny Korchmar. We're going to have Waddy Wachtel and Albert Lee. And Jeff Allen Ross are going to play on it, and we're very excited to be back in the studio.
Got the all-star team.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just, there are some benefits to COVIDness because these people are usually on the road, constantly.
Yeah.
And so I get to have them.
You
And-
grab them. They're desperate. They're gonna come and work. They're gonna be so ready. Oh
And
God,
so
that's
I
gonna
will
be
let
a
you all
great
know. I will let
project.
you know. I know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, but I will let you know when it's going to be released and how we're going to do. But we'd love you all to be part of the team. So I'll keep you posted.
Okay, I'm checking my time. What you want to do this now? This is a song
Yes.
called Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
Harriet Tubman.
And I recorded. Yeah.
You recorded this a couple of weeks ago.
I recorded-
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't 50 years ago, but it was like 45 years ago. Our friend, Walter Robinson, wrote this song. He was doing a project, a kind of a folk opera about the Underground Railroad, and he wrote this song about Harriet Tubman. And he'd asked me to sing on the demo, and I remembered it. And when I was in the studio back in '76 or something like this, I remembered the tune, and we put it on a Kate Taylor record. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do that for today. It's relevant at all times, but it's especially relevant right now.
Ready?
One night,
No, you were there.
one night I dreamed I was in slavery. About 1850 was the time. Sorrow was the only sign, and nothing around to ease my mind. And out of the night appeared a lady leading a destiny yelled, pointing her hand, and make room aboard for this young woman, singing, come on up, child, I've got a lifeline, come on up to this train of mine, and come on up, I've got a lifeline, come on up to this train of mine. She said her name was Harriet Tubman, and she drove for the Underground Railroad. And hundreds of miles we travel onward, gathering slaves from town to town, and seeking every lost and found, and setting those free that once were bound. And somehow my heart was growing weaker, and I fell by the wayside, sinking sand. First, I felt where firmly did this lady stand, and she lifted me up and took my hand, singing, come on up, child, I've got a lifeline, come on up to this train of mine, and come on up, I've got a lifeline, come on up to this train of mine. She said her name was Harriet Tubman, and she drove for the Underground Railroad. And who are those children dressed in red?
They
And I
must be
heard
the
the
ones
angels
you're
singing. And who are those children dressed in red?
Must be the ones that Moses led.
You said, come on up, I've got a lifeline, and come on up to this train of mine, and come on up, I've got a lifeline, come on up to this train of mine. And she said her name was Harriet Tubman, and she drove for the Underground
Oh my.
Thank
Kate Taylor. My sister,
Sister
Kate
Kate.
Taylor. Wow.
Thank you, Livy.
All right,
Thanks,
we'll have a
y'all.
good recording project.
Thank you.
My best to those wonderful players. And yes, go west. Assemble them, assemble songs, record with vigor and gusto, and bring us back great music for our souls. We
Amen,
are thirsty
brother.
as we crave water at the end of a desert crossing. We crave your
All right,
beautiful
moving
music.
along, and let us know when Ree has her baby.
We'll let you know when
Yeah.
Aretha has the baby.
Good.
Yes, daughter Aretha. Thank
All
you,
right.
Livingston.
Love
Thank
you, Katie.
Masterful producer of all things good and true. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Thanks, Katie. Now,
Love you, bro.
upcoming. Let's see. We've got an interesting this Saturday at 6 p.m. On their Facebook page. Whose Facebook page? Equine Advocates.org. Equine, EQUINE, advocates.org. Saturday, 6 p.m. on their Facebook page. They're honoring Willie Nelson, the one and only Willie Nelson. And this is a wonderful organization that supports the rescue of horses and other animal rights undertakings. And so equineadvocates.org. a terrific organization, Saturday, 6 p.m. on their Facebook page. I'm going to throw a couple of tunes, and it's honoring Willie Nelson, and doubtless there will be some of his amazing music there too. Okay, I am getting past you. Are you ready for? Oh yeah, I got word about.
You promised, so hurry up.
I promised. I promised this song last week. I didn't do it. I'm disorganized and I don't get the things. This isn't the song. The song is by John Edwards, and now I'm going to sing his song. Everybody knows her. She's the one to love. Everybody knows her. She's the one to love. It will take time to tell her. She came by to tell you she wants you back again. Try her love again. She wants you back again. Try her love again. She's out west waiting for the sun to rise. She's out west waiting for the sun to rise. The sun in her eyes, sun in her skies, says she wants you back again. Try her love again. She wants you back again. Try her love again. La 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 la. Everybody knows her. She's the one to love. Everybody knows her. She's the one to love. It will take time to tell her. She came by to tell you she wants you back again. Try her love again. She wants you back again. Try her love again. She wants you back again. Try her love again. You know, that Jonathan Edwards, he's great. He's an old and a dear friend of mine. If you see him out there, you go find him. And you said that Livingston Taylor told you to go see him and say hey. Oh my. Now, let's see here. Thank you. Pass that banjo off to my producer. And again, our sponsors for today have been Students for Justice Vote.org. Students for Justice Vote.org. WMVY, listener-supported radio, Martha's Vineyard. Mitsubishi Mini Splits. Oh, I cannot wait to discuss molecular motion with you people. I actually think about this all the time, and we'll have fun. Maybe we should just we'd have to advertise it as sort of a physics show, right?
Yeah, we're gonna move on. We're out of time.
Oh, I'm out of, oh my gosh, I'm like really out of time. Okay, yes, and last but not least, Sheriff's Meadow Foundation, keeping beautiful walking trails and open space for all to enjoy on Martha's Vineyard. And let me put on a last finger pick and pick up a lazy guitar. I just knocked the table, but I think it's okay. I knocked the table with my foot, but I can still see me. And one thing for sure is that if it's not going right, everybody sends in a note and lets us know. Now, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the Livingston Taylor Show, just get in touch with us. And as for me, I remind you one more time, it's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. We're out of time, we gotta go. We'll be back next week, I'm sure you know. It'll be fun to see you go on to the Livingston Taylor, oh, to the Livingston Taylor. It's the